Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Happy Pappy Variety Hour. It's been a little while, hasn't it?
It's been a lot of while,
It's
actually.
been a while, yeah.
It's been more than a year.
Over a year.
It's been over a year?
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
because the last one we did was like right after George Floyd.
It's been over.
Yeah.
It's been over a year simply since the Rock vlog, and that was even like 3 or 4 months
It's been
after our
almost
last
two
vlog.
That
years.
does
It's
make
been
sense.
nearly 2
That
years.
makes sense to me though, because going back and rewatching it, it's like, wow, different people. Like
Yeah.
those are
Yeah.
not the same human beings.
Even
we
watching
are
it,
now.
even like when we released that, it was what 6 or 8 months
Yeah.
after we filmed it, and even then I was like, "What? Who was
it.
that?"
We recorded it our freshman year, right? Or was it sophomore
Yes.
year? No, it was our
No.
freshman year. Yeah.
It was freshman.
It was.
year.
I just remember watching it and thinking, wow, that's 3 children.
Yeah.
Like,
Because like the thing is, we're okay for context. If you don't know us, we're
Our
all
lore.
seniors now.
Yeah, we're all
well, actually,
seniors.
Drew's graduated.
graduated.
I'm a beauty school dropout.
He graduated early, but
Damn
me and
right.
Aiden are still in high school. We're seniors now. I'm probably gonna be graduating in December. I have all my credits, so I'm gonna be doing work-based learning probably.
Dang.
I don't know what
I'm
Aiden's
gonna keep
doing.
mooching and getting free college.
Good. That's good.
That's the move.
Gap
So,
year.
Okay, yo, but
I'm not going anywhere with my life.
oh, it's okay, honey. None of us are. We're Gen Z. We're not going anywhere.
yeah.
Well, there's nowhere to go.
Listen, millennials thought they had it bad. Now I'm not saying they don't, because they did have it bad, and they do.
Mm.
But I think we got it worse.
No, we do.
'Cause-
It's a fact that we have it
Because
worse.
they're probably gonna die before our planet does. We're gonna be alive for that shit.
See, they could.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're
they
gonna be
could
alive.
barely move out of their parents' house.
Yeah, we
We
can't.
can't.
We can't do
There
that
is
shit.
no choice in the matter.
Although in the weirdest way possible, COVID kind of helped a lot of people because it was kind of hard to find a job for a lot of people before
Mhm.
COVID, and then COVID came, everyone quit, and then now and like
everyone
hired.
quit, and the millennials who are, bastards are like, you know what, I'm going to stay home and stay on unemployment. And then kids like us are like, wait, there are jobs now? And so now
Yeah.
we're like,
I can
whoa.
tell you. Okay, so I recently updated my resume because I was like, okay, gotta get another job. We're hitting
Did you
summer.
put 8 million inch cock on there?
Not yet.
Okay.
We gotta leave some jobs for like
Right.
That's
some
right.
people.
Right.
But I added my experience as like a line cook because I spent all of last
That's
summer
true. You
working
worked
in a
at,
kitchen.
yeah.
And you can set it on the service I used, Indeed. You can set it to be like ready to work, so employers can contact you.
Okay.
I have gotten so many people.
Oh, no,
Really?
yeah, me too. Me
because
too.
they all want me to work. They all want me to be a line cook.
As a cook.
Right.
Wow.
And
right
I've-
on the line already? They want you to start on the line?
Literally. And here's the thing. These jobs, they'll be like, I'll look at the description and they're like, we want 2 years of experience.
Yeah.
I don't have 2 years of experience.
Yeah.
But they don't care
Yeah, I was about
because
to say,
literally
right.
the dumbass gap year motherfucker who worked for like 3 months and like maybe 3 months in a kitchen, they're like, nope, that's the best we can get right now.
I think the thing is with COVID is it was less that we got more jobs and more that jobs got easier to get. Because previously, like for
Yeah.
people our age, fast food, that's what you do. Fast
Yep.
food or grocery
Yeah.
store, that's what you could do. And then
Sucks
now,
ass.
because everyone else wants experience.
Yeah.
And then they were like, we can't hire fucking anyone. No one wants to work right now. So then they were like, fuck the experience. We'll get some new people in here and train them. So then we got way higher paying jobs. So it was kind of good in
Yeah.
that sense.
There's the McDonald's by my house.
Yeah. Talk about
It is
this, please.
starting at $14 an hour.
Yeah.
Which for McDonald's, that's insane. There's $100 signing bonus.
What?
Like, I know signing bonuses in terms of like the NBA and the NFL.
Yeah, what a signing
McDonald's
bonus of Mickey
workers-
D's.
McDonald's workers don't get signing bonuses, but that's how desperate this McDonald's is to get people.
Yeah.
And you know
they've
what's
been
funny?
hiring. They've been that McDonald's because Drew and I live very close to each other.
Yes.
That McDonald's has been hiring since 1994.
And you know what's funny? I'm still not gonna apply there
No,
because I do
no,
not want to
fuck
work at
that.
that
Yo,
shithole.
Listen.
that McDonald's is as old as like my fucking grandma, and you can tell that place is falling apart.
My girlfriend worked at McDonald's, and I have some friends who worked at McDonald's, like at school. They all say, I don't give a shit how good the pay is. Do not do it. Don't. It's so bad.
But I'm working for it's Ronald McDonald Fund.
Run a McDonald's.
What's funny about that particular McDonald's? Have you noticed how that
Are you
McDonald's?
making fun of me or like?
No?
Have you noticed
I
how
wouldn't
that
do that.
McDonald's is like partially renovated? Because you know how
Yes, that's what I
there's like a
mean. Wait,
modern McDonald's
talking about
look,
that McDonald's
and
or
there's
like-
like a
Yeah,
classic
Our
McDonald's look.
McDonald's.
Our McDonald's is like halfway. It has a foot in both camps. Like the front half is like looks like a modern like regular McDonald's. The back half, like the play place area,
Looks like low-income housing.
it does.
It genuinely looks like the fucking ghetto.
Like the white like play place lettering sign is so dirty at
Dude.
this point.
At that point, like if it's that dirty, someone might as well take some shoes, tie the shoelaces together, and throw it over a pole. let everyone know there's drug dealers in the area and shit.
I think we've got our next vlog idea.
Go to the fucking McDonald's.
Dude, I have so many memories about the McDonald's because that's where I would eat at that McDonald's nearly daily.
Really?
No.
When both my parents were working, my nanny would take me there, and almost every day, I'd get a double quarter pounder with cheese.
Oh wait, Aiden.
And I was a kid. I was 5.
I don't know if you've talked about this. Can you talk about your nanny, please? She's so fucking funny.
Have I talked about
I
her?
don't think so.
Have I talked-
Redacted. I think she's been mentioned, in
Been
passing,
mentioned?
but we've never
We never got, like, a
we've
story.
never
Just,
done a
like,
deep
She's
dive.
always
Just give
a
us
cool
a story,
to
please.
tell. So, as I briefly mentioned a couple seconds ago, both my parents worked for a long while. So until I was like 10, I was raised primarily by a few various nannies. The very first one was actually a Thai au pair. That's a whole crazy story. I can't even tell it accurately, but she was a disaster, and she didn't know any English, even though the company that my mom hired her from promised that she did know English, and she didn't, and consequently I didn't learn how to speak
Nice.
until I was like 2.5.
Good. Good.
And my mom would come home and I'd be like covered in shit.
No, I'm just imagining
and
your
my
mom
own
coming home.
vomit.
I'm just imagining like your mom coming home. You're speaking in tongues, like you're speaking Latin backwards and
It's
shit.
Like,
it's not too
exorcism.
far off. I would literally be like covered in my own shit, going blah blah blah.
Just babbling with like vomit all down your fucking thing.
Explains a lot now, but eventually
Nothing's really changed.
we were able to get rid of the Thai woman, and then we had this white kindergarten teacher who like taught me English in 3 months or something. Like, she was amazing. But then we had Miss
Redacted.
was the nanny that I had for most of my life.
Redacted.
That was Dominican, and she was hard, dude. She was hard as fuck. She didn't come from the part of the Dominican Republic with white sands and beach like sandals.
Mm-hmm.
She came from like fucking like ghetto. Not because when I say ghetto, we have ghetto in like United States ghetto.
Right.
Does not compare to like
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's
the kind of poverty and
It's closer to like a
horrible-
slum. than
Yes,
ghetto.
like
Yeah.
literally the slums. That's the word I was looking for. And she was tough. She was badass. She had like bullet hole wounds and
Shit.
stab wounds. No, she was legit. And she was no bullshit. But she loved me and my brother like we were her own children. And we got her when I was like maybe 4, and my brother was kind of like a toddler. But I have a very funny memory of her. I think it was just a little after we got her. I was probably like 6 or 7, and she had a house that was not, she wasn't making a ton of money.
Mm-hmm.
So her house wasn't anything to write home about. But she took my brother and I there one time, and she had a bunch of dogs, pit bulls, like 3 of them.
Sheesh.
And they were nasty fuckers. They were bad. Speaking.
Sorry, everyone. I'm wrangling my dog right now.
What a
He wants to
bad,
sit on the couch
what
with
a
me,
bad
so
dog.
Had to wrangle his ass up.
We were walking up to her house, and these dogs were going. These dogs were wackadoo. They were going crazy.
Shit.
But she walks up to the biggest one and literally smacks it across the fucking face.
Jesus.
And yells at it in Spanish. And then the whole pack just like whimpers and goes back into the backyard.
Holy shit.
And I was like, Even as a
That's
kid, I was like,
power.
"Oh my god, dude!"
That's honestly,
I feel really
like-
good about her. She is my protector. I felt so secure.
Like, you
Low-key,
want to
that's
talk
sick
about
as hell.
power moves?
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
It was-
slapping a fucking pit bull is like, that isn't a holy shit.
And it wasn't
Oh.
one of the like tame, domesticated. Like
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
a
yeah.
pit bull for the purpose of having a pit bull.
Yeah,
in
yeah,
your, you know.
You know, speaking
bad
of pit
area.
bulls, I don't mean to interrupt, but I'm gonna interrupt, so fuck you. I work at an animal hospital, and I work in the boarding area specifically. So I bathe dogs, we give them spas, shit like that, and we also like keep dogs for like a week or so while other people are on vacation. So we have a dog right now named Leroy. He's a pit bull. I asked the
Leroy.
one, by the way, was in fact named after Leroy Jenkins.
I was just
for the
about to
record,
say.
that was the origin of the name. I asked the
all
owner.
three of our
It's
brains.
the same thing.
Like,
I know.
you could like feel like the wavelengths
distant-
all
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
align.
Yeah, I asked the owner specifically because I went to get the dog. They were like, "We have a Leroy here for boarding. We have like walkie-talkies and shit, so they call us up." And I asked the owner, I was like, "I'm sorry, I gotta ask, is it Leroy Jenkins?" And he was like, "Yes."
Yes.
So, but Leroy, you know, okay. So when you talk about mean dogs, there's two kind of mean dogs. There's a mean dog that is just an asshole, and we have dogs like that. We have a dog named Red. He's a hound, like a wolf dog.
Ooh.
He's buff as hell. He will try to pounce on you through the cage. He's an asshole. In fact, there was a dog. He was walking down what we call the runs, which is like, it's like they kind of have their own rooms, but they're not full doors. So like, animal can stick their paw through. There was a little dachshund, had its paw through the cage. Red ran by, bit the shit out of this dog's paw.
No.
We had to spend like 30 minutes cleaning it up because he was bleeding so bad.
Jeez.
So Red is just an asshole. You can't do anything to stop him. But Leroy, I feel bad for him because he's an asshole out of fear, right? He's not
Yeah.
mean because he wants to be. He's a pit bull, but he's not mean because he wants to be. He's mean just because he's
Because
like
he's scared.
shitless,
Yeah,
It's
scared
freaked out.
shitless,
it's
right?
retaliation. It's
Yeah.
not- yeah.
And so we'll like try to feed him, and he'll growl at us. And I know I should be like, damn dog, but I'm not. I feel bad for him because the thing is, pit bulls are one of those dogs that need to be socialized as puppies.
Mm-hmm.
If you get like a golden retriever, or in my case with my dog, like a Bernese Mountain Dog, they're naturally friendly. That's just how they are, right? Pit bulls are, I wouldn't say naturally aggressive because that's kind of dumb. I think like pit bulls are always aggressive because they're not, but they're very territorial.
Yeah.
So they can be aggressive, and they're more prone to be aggressive. So if you don't socialize them and let them meet other dogs and other people as puppies, the only people they know are their family.
Yeah.
And if they see anyone outside of their family, they're like, "What the fuck is that? Who the fuck are you?" And they get scared. And so this poor dog, like, they didn't socialize him, and so now he's just like wants to bite everyone. We literally have to get a rabies collar to get him out of his
Yeah.
cage, which is like the you see like the dog control, like the long
Yeah.
sticks with the fucking rope on the end. That's a rabies collar. Oh, he's getting down. You want to get down? Actually, wait. Say hi. Say hi first. Come on.
It's also
Rude.
coincidentally
Come here.
what
Say
Micah
hi.
puts Drew on
Hey.
every Saturday.
Saying hi? You gonna say hi?
That was one time.
You gonna say hi, buddy?
I had to bring it up,
Hello.
man. I mean,
That was one time.
it's one thing. It's just like
and
I
it was
walked
not
in
my
on it.
proudest moment.
I walked in on it. It is kind of my fault. Like I should have just left you guys.
You
to
should have knocked. is
It
what
was
you
pretty
should have
hot,
done.
though.
That's true.
But
Can't
I
deny.
digress.
It was pretty hot.
But yeah, but the fact that most of Ed's pit bulls were just like straight up assholes. And
Yeah.
I was scared
Yeah.
of him. But that makes the fact that she just, gave
Bitch
him
slapped him.
the
Way funnier.
top of Boca right across the fucking.
Yeah. Also, we have a dog that we have taken to calling Piss Pot.
Oh no!
Because literally, anytime you walk away for more than 10 minutes, she fucking pees. I'm
Ew.
not kidding. And she's in a VIP, so like she has her own room with like a full door and everything. And so she's got her own room.
Can I live in this place?
If you want
I
to.
have you taking care of me. I could pee on the damn floor.
I mean, I'll mop it up. I'll probably lick it up if you do it.
Piss
That's
on the
so
floor.
funny.
Guess I just
It's
pissed in
been
the floor.
10 minutes. I'm about to start pissing.
No, but seriously, we call her Piss Pot.
Piss on the floor.
We call her Piss Pot because like if you leave her alone for more than like 10-15 minutes, you come back, she's peed every time. Every time.
I can't get over
That's
that. You
her
just
way
got
of
my
saying I
reference.
love you.
Right. She's saying I love you,
know.
I'm sure. Oh, okay, one more story and I'll stop talking about my job. We have a dog named Harley. He is a golden retriever. And golden retrievers are, on average, for a female, like 85, for a male, 75 or so, if you have, like, a normal golden retriever, like a long hair. He's a short hair, so they're a little bit heavier, but he's, like, way heavier. He's, like, 120. And it's not, like, fat, it's size. He's just a big boy. Hi, Rune. You sniffing my mixer? What's up?
He's got the cord draped over him.
Yeah.
I
My
love
boy,
big
you
dogs.
dripping.
Don't
Anyways,
eat it.
he did eat my quarter-inch cable for my amp at one time,
Aw.
so I had to.
That's his way of saying I love you.
Right, right. But this dog Harley, very strange. We have each dog, if they're boarding, they have a paper. We write down like how much they ate, what they did outside, shit like that. Right? If they like vomited or anything, we write it down. And we have feeding instructions on there too. Harley gets the owner's food, which is not unusual. We have our own food, and then people can bring their own food that we give to our dogs, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He has owner food, and on the first day he was there, I read his... I'm not even kidding. I read his food instructions, and I audibly said, "What the fuck?" So, 2 cups of owner food, 1 package of muffins,
Yo.
and gravy. And I said, "Do they have like dog muffins
Who
or
the fuck are
something?
you feeding Peter Griffin?
Do they make dog muffins or something?" No, I walked in there. It's fucking Little Bites.
Oh, I was literally picturing like one of those Publix like can't like.
No. Like you put the 2 cups in, you put a whole package of Little Bites in there, and then you pour gravy on top and mix it together, and he eats that shit up.
Oh my
He loves it.
God, no.
And he's gotten to the point where if you try to give him like a normal milk bone,
No.
he doesn't fucking care. He's so
Give me
spoiled.
Little
He just
Bites.
like, "Give me Little Bites, bitch."
Can you?
He does not want.
Next time you do it, can you arrange it like a little smile? Like you
Yes,
take the muffins,
I will do that.
like 2 muffins for the eyes, like a little gravy for the mouth.
Actually, I would do that, but I can't. He leaves tomorrow. I don't work tomorrow, so I can't do that.
Drat.
Anyways,
Text somebody and tell them to do it now.
Okay, I'll text.
Redacted.
She got me.
Do it.
Also,
Redacted.
one of my coworkers, she reminds me so much of Isis, and I fucking love her.
Man, I miss Isis.
I know, I miss
We need to get
Isis too.
on the
We need to
podcast
get. She needs to get on here
ASAP.
for real. But she's just like Isis. Like she takes, for example, like this is one of the things that the first thing that struck me as similar to Isis. She takes racism seriously, but also jokes about it to make fun of racist people.
Yeah.
Like she'll call her own quote unquote people. I guess you could say that sounds very wrong to say,
Friends.
but you get my point. She'll call other black people like the N-word
Oh.
because it's funny as fuck
Yeah.
to her. And it's not because she's racist. It's she's making fun of racist people, right? For being racist. It's like, fuck you, I can do it too. Suck my ass. And it's fucking wonderful.
I would never say the N-word.
Right. Okay, I do have a topic that I want to talk about. I do have a topic. You guys have heard about the Pentagon confirming UFOs, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
What?
You haven't heard about this, Drew?
Dude, you haven't seen this shit?
Here, Aiden, I've been talking for a while, so you got it. Go ahead.
All right,
I
listen.
Take it
should
away.
Have heard of
I am the
this.
hugest skeptic ever. I don't believe in
Mhm.
fucking ghosts. I don't believe in I believe that aliens exist, but I don't believe they're like walking among us.
You believe in the Blink-182 song, but not like aliens.
Yes, I don't know what that means.
God, you're such a virgin.
You've never.
I'm sorry.
You've never heard
That was
aliens
so mean.
exist.
Ooh, no.
No, I haven't.
Man, I don't
What?
listen to Blink 182.
I don't listen to Blink.
But okay, I'm gonna stop talking.
I listen to Blink
Before I
181.
dig, I'm gonna dig my hole deeper the longer I speak.
Anyways,
so I'm just gonna
aliens, let's go.
pretend none of you heard this.
But I don't believe in that shit. Now, this is some crazy shit right here.
Okay.
About a year ago, it all started almost a year ago.
I'm sorry, correction. It started in 2017.
Oh yeah, that's right. It came
Dang.
out like okay. So the first piece of footage came out in 2017
And was confirmed by the Pentagon.
and was confirmed by the Pentagon. And it was honestly, I actually have a video to recommend about
Yeah.
it. Super good video, incredible channel. I don't know. I never know how to say his name. I don't know which syllable to put emphasis on, but it's Lemino.
Lemino? Okay.
Dude.
Lemino.
Lemmino.
Okay.
So good, like beyond, like HBO quality YouTube videos.
Yeah.
And he has one on this particular video, but it depicts it's like an Air Force video
Mm-hmm.
taken from 2 fighter jets with
Mhm.
infrared cameras, and that they have on like the bottom of the jet.
Mm-hmm.
And like
And-
obviously it's got like it can like track without them having to move it, so like they just lock onto an object and it
Yeah.
tracks it for them. So
And there's this like weird little black, kind of like Tic Tac shape.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just there, and you can hear the pilots talking. You're like, man, what the fuck is that?
And
it
I-
was,
I
like,
do wanna
moving ar-
say-
there was so many things. It was moving erratically, and it was
There was no way we
making
could
these
have
impossible
made-
movements.
Yeah. There was no wings, no exhaust plume, no markings.
Yeah. Do you remember? And actually, this is kind of a stupid comparison to make because I don't want to like talk about Marvel when we're talking about aliens. But do you remember in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Ego's ship? How it's literally like a white.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean that's
yeah.
that's what it looked like.
Almost exactly
Wow.
what is described.
Maybe they were just filming that.
True.
Right.
That is true. But it was over the ocean.
In
There's
restricted
so
airspace.
I mean, I'm not doing a good job of explaining it because I haven't like
Research.
researched
I've done a lot
it,
of research. If you want me
like,
to take
very
over,
recently.
I can.
But that was the video in 2017, and it was very weird, and it made me, the skeptic of skeptics, be like, shit, man.
But yeah.
Wow.
Because I don't believe in like the pyramid
Mm.
BS or
No,
whatever.
no.
Like that's kind of stupid.
But
everyone knows the is.
No, it was the Minions. Didn't you watch the movie?
I just said
same thing. Oh fuck.
might need to censor that.
Anyway,
Cut it.
so I'm gonna explain like what I've researched because I know that Aiden's. Have you said your part? Do you have any more to say?
No, I'm good.
Okay,
I can't
okay.
really explain it.
I
any
will
further.
say my part
That's
now.
As
So,
much as I can do, as good as I can.
There was an article released by the New York Times in 2017 with that video,
Okay.
and it was these pilots locking onto an object that they could not identify.
Mhm.
And when I say that the Pentagon confirmed it, I mean that they admitted it's an object they can't
Yeah.
identify.
Yeah.
They're not saying it's aliens because
And
like
that the testimonials are correct.
right. They're saying that these people aren't lying and they're not faked videos. So there's 3 options here. And if you guys want to watch a really good video on this, it's also very funny. Watch Eddie Burback's video. Sorry, Eddie Burback. Very good video. But
you made a video on this?
yeah, he did.
Hmm.
But there's 3 theories that most people have, proposed, and that Eddie Burback proposed. 1, it's a secret U.S. program that has technologies far beyond what we seem to be capable of, which is fucking terrifying.
Yeah, it could also. I to piggyback off of that, I'd also say it could be any like secret government.
And that's the second theory,
Yeah.
that it's another U.S. or not U.S. another government that has technology way beyond what we
Yeah.
seem to be capable of. Or 3, it's aliens.
Aliens.
So there's another video that came out because 60 Minutes did a really good
yeah, I did
thing on this. I watched that one. That's where I got a lot of my information from. But one of the first sightings of this was in 2001 of 2 pilots. Yeah.
My favorite movie ever.
These 2 pilots
I can't do
who.
And it's 2 pilots, just like 2001.
Oh my god. And they couldn't talk about it at the time because it was classified information. But they talk about it now. They locked onto an object that was the same as what the other people described. And that's the thing. Like, the stories are all the same. It was moving erratically. He said that he was looking at it. It was hovering over the water in a circle. And then it just, it turned 180 degrees
Yeah.
and just started flying towards them abruptly.
Shit, that's scary.
And so
It's either the turns or like it just
ascended
ascended
shoots
into
up.
space
Yeah.
in like 2 seconds.
And
Because what I'm picturing in my head is it just making right
that's
angles.
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
No, that's exactly what
Just
they
going like,
reported.
bap, bap,
no, this one was actually just spinning in a circle, and then it just turned
Ooh.
and started mirroring them. It knew it was there.
That's
Dude,
scary.
if
It
I
knew
were a
they were
pilot,
there.
I'd jump out of my phone.
And so
I'd piss
that'd
myself.
be it.
And so the pilot was like, "What the fuck is that?" So he got closer, and once the object was right in front of him, it fucking vanished. Okay, it vanished. But
what?
here's the thing. Let me clarify. That when they say it vanished, they mean they couldn't see it anymore, right? But they locked onto it a couple seconds later. It was 60 miles away
Ooh, we don't like that.
in 2 or 3
Oh.
seconds.
We don't
60
like
miles.
Woo!
The same object,
Eastbound
60 miles
and
away.
down, load it up.
They went
What?
They went into hyperspeed, bro.
Exactly.
That's
Okay, now
crazy.
for those of you who are fucking assholes, know that is not anywhere close to the speed of light. But
Well,
Still crazy.
No, anything
Yeah.
with mass cannot go the speed of light.
Right, that's what
and
I'm saying.
We think that that's a law of the universe anywhere.
We don't
beyond aliens.
know, because the thing is,
We
it is a
think.
theory, of
That's
course,
why
but
we think.
but
Because we haven't been able
That
to
would
do
be
it
the real.
yet.
We have
blow
reason
away
to believe
is if we
if
saw
they can-
something
yeah.
with mass, like a spaceship.
which
going
this
speed
theory
of
was
light.
actually tackled by Rick and Morty, which I know, like, fuck Rick and Morty, but they kind of had an interesting take on it, where do you guys know the theory of dark energy? What that is?
Yeah, it's barely a theory at this point.
No.
I mean, like, when I say theory, I mean, like, we know it exists, but we don't know what it actually
theory in
is, so
the-
we
in the
call it
very
dark energy.
scientific sense.
But basically, for those listening who don't know,
And me.
dark energy is basically what we think it is a kind of matter that constantly multiplies, like replicates itself. And so if you look at the universe, it's constantly moving away from each other, and things that are further away from us are moving away faster. So it's moving away exponentially, right? So what we call this is dark energy, because it's just like constantly moving away. And what it's a cause of is the Big Bang, right? Because the Big Bang like exploded and then everything moved outward.
Yeah.
So the expansion of the universe is dark energy. If we can find a way to create dark energy, we can move faster than light speed. Because we can make dark energy, put it behind us, and then we'd go pretty slow at first, but then over time, we'd go like way
But
faster than
see,
light
that's
speed.
the thing.
Absurdly
it's like,
fast.
It's like, how do you create something that's almost like antimatter?
Exactly.
that
Yeah,
we
it's
can't-
like another word for it is antimatter, because we don't like.
Yeah.
It's strange. But anyways, we'll get off the science topic for those of you who aren't scientists.
Yeah.
But
and I mean, no, it's okay, because I think people find it interesting.
I find it interesting. I just don't want to bore people.
Those particles pop in and out of existence.
Yep.
How do you?
Yeah, that seems
Yeah.
hard
I
to
mean,
Yeah.
like,
make.
No, yeah, it's hard to
how do
make.
you-
Yeah.
How do you control that?
Because like if you looked at dark matter on like a microscopic level, you'd see protons and neutrons just like appear and then just disappear
They go away.
in like fractions of a second.
You know how I know I'm the dumb one? Because my first thought was like, man, imagine a roller coaster, but it's propelled by that.
That would be sick.
That'd be fucking
No, you're
sick.
the smart
No,
one.
that's
for
a smart
thinking
thought.
that.
Yeah,
We're
that's a
like,
smart
we're like,
thought.
how do we do that? How do we control this? Is so stupid. And then you're like, no,
Roller coaster.
luxury.
Luxury.
Get this
yes.
shit to Six Flags on the double.
Now
Immediately.
listen, Drew, in a nice way possible. That's a very American thought.
It can go to Disney too.
Because America's
If,
like.
if that's an American thought, call me a patriot, boy.
Because
Because I'm on a dark matter roller coaster.
I think in a
right
general
now.
sense, Americans are less like, how do we use this to improve humanity, and more just like, how can we have fun with it? How can we make it fun?
But
Which
in
I don't
a
blame
way-
them, but
Well, like, okay, like help. I think we should do both.
okay.
Like
Yeah.
helping humanity stuff is good, and we should definitely do that. But we should also make shit for fun. I mean,
I agree.
I like fun
Yeah.
shit.
Let's have our cake and eat it too.
Exactly.
If by cake you mean Aiden's ass, I'm all in.
Oh.
Well, I mean, let's move these mics out of the
Yeah.
What's the fucking saying? Like, 2 is a something, 3 is I don't know. What is it?
Three's Company.
2 in the pank, 1 in the stank.
No, it's like, never mind.
I think you're talking about 2 in the pank,
No,
1 in the
I'm
stank.
not. It's like, this is totally wrong, but it's like 2 is a couple, 3 is a party or some shit.
Oh, 3's company.
Yeah, I said
that it?
Yeah.
I don't know what the two part is. I just know
Two-
Three's Company.
2's.
A crowd.
I think
Maybe?
this is like demonstration of how like
Dude,
low.
dude.
This is like so clearly indicating how low our collective brain cell count is. It's so
No, we went
No,
from
the be-
talking
yeah,
about
that's I was just about
science.
to say, we went to talking about like pretty advanced, nuanced, sciencey
Yeah.
things, UFOs, to like, what's that?
And you know what it was?
You
It
don't
was,
know how
it was
what's the
bringing
thing?
roller coasters into it. I Dale Gribbled our whole intelligence down.
Can we talk about King of the Hill real quick? Just like, can we
Yes, we
give a
can.
shout out
I
to
honestly,
King of the Hill?
I've not watched more than
Oh,
like
dude,
2
it's
episodes.
So funny.
It is one of my dad talked to me about this.
sorry
He was
about
like, you know why King of the Hill works? Because King of the Hill is just accurate.
It's
Like-
a biography.
I think Rune wants attention from you.
King of the Hill is basically like everything that happens in King of the Hill is exactly what living in like the South, just the South in
much.
general is like.
There's so much I can relate to,
Yeah.
and I don't even identify. as
Anyone
like
who
a-
lives in Georgia knows a Hank Hill, They know Adele
Yeah.
Gribble.
Yes, they know a
Bill.
Bill.
They know Boomhauer.
They know Boomhauer.
They know Peggy. They know Luann.
I grew up with so many Bobbies.
We all,
like,
honestly,
I
we
was
all,
Bobby
at
at
one
one
point,
point.
we were all Bobby Hill. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not ashamed to say I was Bobby, and it was because of the double quarter pounder with cheese.
Listen, I'm just saying, guys. I know a Peggy. His name's JPEG Mafia. Like 2 of you will get that joke. Someone will get that joke. I hope.
I know the Buddy
Someone will
Holly
get it.
song,
There's
Peggy
that-
Sue.
There's that one
Big-
JPEG Mafia fan that's like, yeah,
Peggy.
I feel seen.
yo, I know who that is.
Yeah.
Hey, you never know. We get some commenters every
Yeah.
now and then. I'm like, what? You're listening to this right now?
Oh, do you guys mind?
Get a
if
life, dweeb.
Do you mind if I give a shout out to my new channel?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. I know we got like 2 subs on here, but I feel like someone out there might enjoy this.
We have
it's
like 50, I think.
I think so. It's really for like my own personal enjoyment. My plan is not like I'm gonna get big. I don't fucking care. It's like for me to have fun. It's an album. It's a channel that I'm calling Death of the Artist, based on the Roland Barthes essay Death of the Author. And basically all it is I just take albums that I love and albums that are recommended to me, and I analyze their meaning, whether it be in terms of like a concept album story or a concept album like philosophical idea. I just analyze it, and I love that shit. I have a script we're going right now for Nadir's Black Tongue, which is an album about a man who commits suicide, expects to feel the vast nothingness of the afterlife, and opens his eyes to see a cathedral, understanding that now Christianity was correct. This band is not Christian, by the way. It's not like
Mhm.
Yeah.
like actually it paints God in a very bad light, but yeah. So that's the idea of the album, and he wakes up and finds God sentencing him to hell, and he journeys through the 9 layers of hell to find God. And when he does find God, he asks him for the void of emotion that he wants. That's the bathroom. He asks God
toilet.
for the void of emotion that he wants. Fuck you. And God himself denies him and casts him into a darkness at the gates of heaven, where he is eternally tormented outside
That's
of the
sick
gates of
as
heaven.
fuck. I have dreams like that sometimes.
Yeah. It's sad as fuck. It's
Actually,
sad as hell.
That's kind of a good segue because music is a good topic
Yeah.
to talk
Mhm.
about. So we've talked about our favorite albums before,
Mhm.
but that was long. That's one of the
Oh, yeah.
early like episode 2 or
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
So let's do a round robin and see if
Yeah,
any of our
'cause
favorite
I
albums.
feel like we've
have
grown
changed.
as people
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
changed so much.
Let's
that
start
it
with
would
Drew.
Be. No, let's not, because we know my music taste. Like, the only like path forward for me is like getting dunked on. So. By either you guys or the comment section. So I think I
We're
should
not
go
gonna
last.
dunk on you. We only make fun of.
I need to think of the most respectable answer. That
We
I
only
can
make fun of you because it's
accurately
funny,
give.
okay?
Yeah, exactly.
No, but I need to think of one that's like,
We don't
because I
mean
have a
it.
lot of
No,
albums
no.
I love. I don't know what my like favorite is, but I need to go last because I need to think of one that's like, yeah, that I can say that and
Okay.
feel
Aiden,
and sleep
if you've
tonight.
got yours, I've got mine.
Let me think.
So mine, I'll go ahead and while you think. You don't have to listen, of course. This is more for the people at home.
Well, I'm a good friend, so I'll listen.
Oh, thank you.
Good friend and podcast.
We can kiss
host,
right now?
Co-host.
Are you about to kiss?
I'm listening to. I'm just also looking at my Spotify.
Cherry.
Yeah.
That's
New chapstick.
nice. Yeah.
Anyways, so I have a couple favorite albums, but there are I didn't. What did he say? Hold up.
I didn't say
You
shit.
fucking just burped, and it was the most guttural, like
No,
deep,
you
weird
know-
noise.
you know when
it
you
sounded
have-
like a fart.
You know how sometimes you burp, and like sometimes it's like in your like that high part of your throat,
Yeah.
but sometimes she's like down there in the
She's down in the
diaphragm
depths,
area.
yeah.
It was one of those ones where it's just like she didn't even come up. Like she just stood down there and we like fucking shook.
Can
You know,
we make a pact that if any of us have to fart, everybody shuts up, and the person who has to fart puts the microphone?
Fuck you.
I'm
Okay, so
good with that.
today is decided. I don't care what you guys say. To send out the podcast, I'm doing another one of my world famous burps because my burps come from like
I need one of your burps.
they
before I go
come from
away.
like my
Yeah.
liver. I don't know where. I don't know. They come from like
They
the
come
depths
from
of
your
hell.
asshole, dude.
I don't know where. I don't know.
They come from the bottom and come out the top.
It's got to charge up a little bit. So like I'll wait till we hit that hour mark and then I'll charge it up and then we'll send it out with that.
Okay,
Anyway,
that's
so
good.
favorite albums. I've got a couple. And albums that are fun to listen to are nice, and I do love them, but the albums that I find myself coming back to are concept albums.
Yeah.
Whether that be in
Well-
the sense of it's a story or it's a philosophical idea, it doesn't matter. Those are the ones that I come back to. So, one of my favorite albums is the one I just talked about, Nadir, because the story itself is like you hear it, you're like, oh, that's kind of sad, but then you listen to it, and the way they illustrate it is fucking terrifying. Like there's a part of a section, my favorite song on the album is actually called Parting Soliloquy, and that's where he finds God and asks him for peace.
That's a cool ass song title.
I know. And he cast him into the abyss at the gates of heaven. Well, at a fake gates of heaven. He doesn't know that though. But either way, there's a part where the background noise is just like guitars wailing, like screaming "damned souls,"
Cool. I love
and
that.
the vocalist is screaming, "Please don't leave me here," ad nauseum. It is terrifying to listen to. Like I know it sounds like, oh, it's not too bad, but like when you
that
listen,
sounds like some Caretaker
like-
shit.
yeah, when you go through the full album and you hear that part, it's like it genuinely makes me feel scared.
Yeah.
I don't even believe in Christianity, it still scares me. But either way, so Nadir's a favorite album of mine. Another one that's actually very quickly become a favorite album is Songs for the Enamel Queen. I'm not even gonna say what it's about.
That sounds
I'll
so
say
familiar though. I might have
Yeah,
listened
no,
to that.
you've definitely mentioned that to me before.
it.
Yeah.
I definitely have mentioned it to you, but
Mhm.
it came out in February of this year, and I don't know if you listened to it. They have like 2,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. It's fucking crazy. It's very sad. They need more, but
I don't know why that sounds so familiar to me.
Songs for the Enamel Queen, basically the idea is there's two central concepts. I'm not going to talk too long about this. One is you have hurt people and you need to accept that and understand you're a better person now.
Mhm.
And the second theme is people have hurt you and you need to let that go
Yeah.
and you need to accept it that they hurt you and it probably made you a stronger person,
Yeah.
right?
Those
And
are
so-
valid points.
Yeah. It's not like super introspective, but the way they go about it, the way they explore the idea.
It's not cheesy.
Yeah, it's not cheesy.
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
Another one, When the Kite String Pops by Acid Bath, is an album released in like 1994, I think. Yeah, 94. It was their debut album. It's a very strange kind of cult band. Like, people know about the album, but not many people listen to it. You know what I mean? And the people
You
who
mean
do
that
listen
the
to
band
it,
has a cult following?
yeah, that's what I
Okay.
mean. So like people who listen to it really fucking listen to it,
Yeah,
and I'm one of those
that's-
people.
Well,
And so it's
Gotta be
by a
like
band
that.
called Acid Bath, and basically the whole idea of the album is people hear the lyrics and they go, "That's so fucked. What the hell?" But the idea of the album cover is actually the finger painting of John Wayne Gacy, the clown painting.
that's
and
not
so-
a tasteful album cover.
No, it is not.
Why?
But here's the thing: when you think of the theme of the album, it doesn't make sense. The idea of the album is to transport yourself into the mind of a serial killer, and try to understand why they do what they do.
happy
they're-
stuff.
They're not justifying it. They're not saying like it was okay for them to. They're saying they're condemning them.
So
they're saying, like,
what
this
you're
is
saying
what they were
this is
thinking.
an album for the summer and for
Yeah.
for at the beach.
Yeah, and, like,
connect
you know-
connect to the speaker at the party,
Yeah.
and you throw this song.
Hey, give me the
You know,
aux.
There's there's one song actually based on a real situation. I don't know when it happened honestly, but the song is called Jezebel, and it's about keeping a girl in a room, not feeding her, and masturbating to her pain, and like hurting her, like cutting her fingers off and shit.
I
So
see
it's
too.
very very fucked. The lyrics are super fucked up, but again, they're not saying they want to do this shit. They're condemning them and what they did, but they're saying like for people like me who watch serial killer documentaries and shit, I'm fascinated with psychology,
morbid fascination.
like the morbid fascination of why do people do this shit? Because I cannot imagine murdering someone, or in the case of Jezebel, like torturing someone. I cannot imagine doing that. And so I'm like, how do people do this? So it kind of attempts to explain that.
Do you watch
and-
JCS?
I'm sorry?
Do you watch JCS?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
You definitely seem like. I'm not. I watch it too. So when I
Yeah, yeah.
say you seem like the type to watch it, it's
I
not
love
an
JCS.
insult
I
because
love it.
I watch it too.
Let me find. Flying Lotus, You're Dead, experimental jazz hip hop.
I love him. He did a lot. He
Oh.
worked with Thundercat on
He
a bunch
did.
of stuff,
He
and
did.
I'm a huge Thundercat fan.
I love Thundercat, but I think it's on his new album. Is it's one with Thundercat. But either way, it's like I said like 3 times in the past 10 seconds. Anyways, it's electronic jazz hip hop. It's a very strange album, but it's based on the
Yeah.
Tibetan Book of the Dead, and it's very very cool. It's got Snoop Dogg on it, so Let me find one more to rave over, and then I will pass it on to someone else.
That's him.
Oh, last album is Still Life by Opeth. The story of the album, it's a concept album, so it has a story. Is a man is exiled from his village for not being Christian. Ooh. And he comes back years later when everyone has forgotten his name to find that his lover at the time is now engaged to another man. And his lover leaves the man she engaged for him. And
That's
then
good.
the town finds out, and they're like, oh shit, this is the guy we exiled. And so they hang the man publicly in the square. They hang the woman publicly in the square.
Good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the man
if it
goes
was a man,
on,
I would have been like, I'm never listening to this album. But
and then the man goes on a murderous rampage to kill the entire town.
Good.
It's an album you would honestly like.
I probably would.
Because it is Opeth, so there's like some metal sections, but it's very melodic.
Yeah.
And it's less screamy
What
than
I've
most
heard
of
of
Opeth
Opeth,
stuff.
I've actually
It's really good
enjoyed,
shit.
so.
Anyways, I'll pass it on to someone else.
Drew?
Nope, you're up.
Okay. I think I'm just going to mention two.
Okay.
One,
I listen to a lot of music.
One that stays the same for me is the one I talked about when we first did this, but
Rush.
the one that I can like just like close my eyes and vibe with.
It's Rush, isn't
pretty
it?
much anytime. No.
Oh.
Intervisions by Stevie Wonder.
Okay.
I love that
Okay.
album, but
The
I'm
second
getting
one's
there.
Rush. Okay.
If I were to choose
2112 probably.
If I were to choose an album to
Yeah.
listen to, like a desert island pick,
Yeah.
it would be 2112.
I
Because
respect
that
that.
would never get old to
Yeah.
me. I fucking love that.
I haven't ever
album.
listened to
is
the
nice.
entirety of 2112. I've been meaning to for a
You
while.
would love it.
Dude, I was on the highway just driving, and I put on 2112. That is the perfect movie for going like 80. You're in the fast lane, like everything's just going good, sun shining down on you, and you're just like, yeah.
We are the priests.
Yeah, and
of the
they're just
temples
going,
of
and you're like,
Syrinx.
yeah, this song's 30 minutes, and all 30 minutes of it are going to play.
Yes.
The thing is, like, I know I would like Rush. I haven't listened to like any of their stuff, honestly. Like I've heard snippets, but because the thing is, I love Dream Theater, so I know I'd love Rush.
Yeah.
But the thing is, for some reason, I can't explain why, I'm conditioned to this belief that like, oh, it's just like Dream Theater, but meh. I don't know why I think that, but like subconsciously in my brain, that's what it tells me, and I know it's
Yeah.
not true because like Neil Peart's one of my favorite drummers of all
Yeah.
time. But
They came before Dream Theater.
I know they came before Dream Theater.
I
Asshole.
know. I'm busting your balls.
Stop busting my balls. Stop. You know it gets me horny.
Dude, I can't imagine. Imagine getting your balls busted.
So now I'm letting it play right now.
Okay.
Sorry guys, I had to pause. I got a call,
Doing-
and I just told the boys that So let's try to make it seem like nothing happened. So the last thing that was said was the last thing was Aiden saying, "Imagine getting your balls busted."
How exactly should we segue?
And Aiden just let out the most visceral laugh I've ever heard in my life.
Because
This motherfucker.
because you were like, okay, the last thing that was said, Aiden, you said, imagine getting your balls busted.
I said it very seriously.
Click.
You have
Record.
I just clicked it immediately. Just let it go.
Drew.
There's just no segue from that.
No, really.
No, there's really
You just
not.
gotta pretend.
Well, there's
it
one
never
segue.
happened.
There's one
Speaking
segue.
of balls,
Guys, there's
what's your favorite album?
Hey, wait. There's only
you.
there's only one segue from ball busting to albums. Genital Warts. Anyways, go ahead, Drew.
So, the way I listen to music is typically I have my playlists, then I'll go and I'll like find like new individual songs. So I don't really listen like album wise.
Yeah.
But
Spotify is great for that, though.
I think that's why I listen that way, is because of Spotify, and that's just how I'm conditioned to find new music. So I have like a bunch of individual songs from individual artists, and I'm like, that's sick. But album wise, it's Blue Album. I'm sorry,
Honestly,
it's fucking Blue Album.
if you're gonna
Like,
choose a Weezer album, I'm all
nothing-
all
yeah.
for that one.
I don't know, nothing. I go back and forth, Blue Album and Pinkerton.
That I can't.
I hate Pinkerton. I'm not
I
gonna lie to you.
I
So,
know why you
like-
guys hate Pinkerton. I can't agree.
I despise
But
Pinkerton.
I don't know. Blue Album. It's a no skips album. every song is just like self-contained, individual, and they all go.
I will
go
give
there.
them that. Like, they're pretty good at making songs that are nice.
Mhm.
Making albums that are still like coherent in sound, but also have these nice little song pills that you can
Listen,
take. Like
last
Only
thing-
in Dream, and I'll admit, Only in Dreams.
Only in
is
Dreams is
awesome.
one of my favorite songs
Last
ever.
thing I'm gonna say about Pinkerton. If I were in a room with Blue Album, Black Album, and Pinkerton, and I had two
Don't
bullets,
say it. Don't
Oh,
say
no.
it.
I'd
No,
use.
no, no, no.
I would
No.
use both bullets
No, no,
on
no.
Pinkerton.
Black Album is
I
terrible.
don't give a fuck. I'd use both of them on Pinkerton. Fuck Pinkerton.
I was not expecting
That is
you to
just
make that,
wrong.
that direction. I was about to be like, no, don't.
There's
Like-
there's not liking Pinkerton, and then there's being wrong.
Yeah, that's true.
No.
Black Album's terrible, dude.
Listen, I know, and that I know. That's why I use Black Album as an example.
Like,
Because I
it's-
prefer Black Album over Pinkerton.
that's just plain wrong.
I honestly, you could torture me with both.
I don't
That's my
You
hell.
could, you could straight up lock me up and like straight up Jezebel me with both of those albums.
This is when it would be
Oh,
nice to
no.
have Jonas here, so I could have some backup. But
We could have a formal. It would be Micah and I against you and
The
Joe. We could have a
Weezer
debate.
debate.
The Weezer debate.
No, see, but the thing is, it would,
we
it would
need
start
to
with
talk about Weezer.
it would start with the debate at first, and then me and Aiden's tall ass would just beat both you and Jonas up, little
Hey.
midget
Yeah,
motherfuckers.
he'd hold
Beat
you
the
down
shit
and
out of both of
fart
you.
on your, both
Yeah.
your faces.
No, he
Yeah,
fought
I've
on his
gotten
balls.
taller.
Fought on his balls.
That's
No, but
I don't
the
know
what you
other
do.
one,
Butt
No, what you
hole
gotta
right
do,
next to
you
it.
gotta spread your cheeks, get both the testes in between
Okay.
there, and just clench.
okay. But the other one that I'm like,
you got a tight pussy.
I know.
I think it's American Idiot is the other one for me.
I can roll with that.
Yeah,
that
I can. I
album-
fuck with
That has a lot of nostalgia for me too.
Yeah,
that it's a combination of nostalgia, being a legitimately great album, and honestly, like what's her name, like Alone, because that song hurts me.
I'm
like, a
planning
lot.
on actually doing. You said American Idiot was the album,
Yes.
right? Yeah, I'm planning on doing that in my channel because I know it's got like a story, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's got it's.
I don't know the story, but I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah, it's got it's sort of a rock opera in like its own weird way.
Mm-hmm.
But like it just works. Like it's one of the few albums I will listen to as an album
Yeah.
because it just like it
Yeah.
just works so well like that. Yeah, and obviously, big Green Day fan.
Yeah.
So I'd
He's
be
wearing
remiss.
a fucking Dookie shirt.
I-
for
I'd
context.
be remiss
Personally,
to not mention Dookie as well.
Dookie's my first pick for Green
Mhm.
Day.
It's another one that, like Blue Album, I'm like, there's just no skips.
Yeah.
I
Every
think
song hits.
I think my thing is I prefer American Idiot over Dookie a lot, but here's why. I think as an album, Dookie is stronger, but I'm not gonna say this is oversharing already, but personal reasons, Dookie hurts me
Yeah.
emotionally.
Same. Well, that's kind of why I like it at the same time.
I mean, like, okay, so
Like I
It's
go
the same
back
reason-
and I like,
you know what?
my stomach hurts. And
I'm
I
just gonna
cry.
go ahead and say it. It's the same reason I can't watch Star Wars, because my biological father
Yeah.
forced me to
Yeah.
use it, or
yeah.
forced me to watch Star Wars. I can't watch Star Wars anymore because he fucking ruined it for me. And then the same thing happened with Dookie. He'd play it all the time. So, like, listening to it just brings back painful memories of him. He didn't die, by the way. He's just an asshole. So, yeah, it's very hard to listen to for me.
Yeah,
but
it's the
I do.
opposite.
He didn't do the same thing with American Idiot, so I can blast that album.
Yeah, a lot of my music taste was. I feel like a lot of people, music taste was formed by parents, and just what they had on.
Which is why I'm excited to have. I don't know if I'm gonna have kids, but if I do, I'm excited to have like 5-year-old metalheads. It's gonna be fucking
That would
hilarious.
be funny. Yeah.
you're gonna listen to My Chemical Romance and you're gonna like it.
Did you just say? I said metalhead.
No, I'm talking about my children.
Oh, okay, good, okay.
Famous last words goes hard, and if you dissent, you're going to time out.
I don't know what my children would be like. They'd probably So I actually listen to a lot of old country music.
I see you like with Rocky Mountain High blaring in the pickup
I was
truck.
just about to say, but that's music I think is simple enough to where a child could like pick that stuff up immediately. So my children, and I'd probably feed my children like maybe like jazz and John Denver and like wholesome
Yes.
stuff. Not that I don't listen to like music that isn't
wholesome. Yeah.
Because I do listen to Jesus music also, and I praise God on the reg.
We love Jesus.
I love
at
Jesus
The
on
Happy
the reg.
Pappy Variety Hour.
We do. We
Yeah.
really do.
I love you, Jesus.
You are my daddy. Let's harmonize.
I'm
I
not
love you,
I'm not
Jesus.
good at harmonizing. I have a pea brain. We've established this.
You are my daddy.
I want to use negative energy to power a roller coaster.
Hey guys, can I interject real quick?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, hold on. So my mixer has a bunch of effects,
Mm-hmm.
and I haven't tried this before, and I really want to try it. So I need pure silence, please.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Pure silence from the audience. That's not pure silence. If you make another noise in the next 3 seconds, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
We're Beavis and Butthead.
Stop! I can see you I can see you preparing
I'm
for a
not
fart.
resting my hand.
Right.
I'm
right.
resting
right.
my face on my hand.
I'm not gonna turn the effects up yet because it's gonna fucking ruin the meme. No, it did not. It didn't pick up with the effect, but it picked it up. Yeah. Hold on.
Clapping like a baby.
Okay, I will be silent now. Okay.
Yes, come in, please.
Speaking of that,
That was beautiful. I knew you guys couldn't hear it, but that was gorgeous. Wait, hold on. Let me turn the computer on so you guys can see the waveform.
Chef's kiss.
this is a great segue because I actually wanted to talk about 2 video games in particular, and one of them is the new Halo.
I have heard nothing about
Oh.
it.
So they,
Has anything new come out about it? Since
yeah, since E3 passed
all
a
I
few
remember,
days ago.
Oh yeah, I
all
forgot
I
about
remember
E3.
is people being like, "I hope there's no sprint," and then there was sprint announced, and everyone was mad.
So they released like a campaign trailer. There was no gameplay for that. It was kind of like a cutscene sort
Mhm.
of thing. But they did release kind of gameplay footage of the multiplayer. The multiplayer looks fun as fuck. The multiplayer looks like, I don't like the sprint either, but it looks like if they made Halo 3 multiplayer
Yeah.
faster paced.
Ooh.
It
Okay.
looks super fun, and I'm really excited for it because I want it. I have mixed feelings about it because I want it to be good so badly. Because
Mhm.
I just imagine having a good new Halo game at this point in our lives.
Because Halo 3 was kind of the last,
yes,
Last good
the
one,
last
yeah.
good
the last great one, definitely the last good one, probably.
Reach was awesome,
Depending
Reach
on
was
your,
I played the shit out of Reach.
Reach was awesome.
I fucking love Reach.
I mean, depending on your thoughts on 4, because I know some people did like Halo 4. I don't think anyone liked Halo 5.
Nope.
I hated Halo 5. It was a waste of money.
bought Halo 4,
I have-
hated it. Bought Halo 5,
I have
hated
mixed
it.
feelings about 4 actually. The campaign for 4 is dog shit.
No, see, I hate 4 because me and my sister went to get it because we pre-ordered it.
Mhm.
We
Mhm.
went to the midnight release at GameStop, and we both went home and played it, and it was shit.
Yeah.
We hated it.
Horrible campaign. The multiplayer I actually didn't mind that much.
I didn't mind. Like, I mean, it's Halo multiplayer.
Yeah.
How can you fuck that
I
up?
thought it was fun.
Like, hold on, I do have one more effect I want to try out. It's on right now, so let me turn it up. Hello, studio audience. Oh, is this not working? Shit. How much do I sound like a girl at all? Hold on, I'm trying to do the
I
fucking.
don't know. We don't have monitors.
Yeah, I know you don't have fucking
I've
monitors.
never, a girl's never spoken
Oh,
to me,
well,
man. I
there
don't
we
know.
go. Oh, so update. The effects were turned up on Drew's, but not on mine. So Drew, you sound like a fucking chipmunk. Oh.
Wait, Christmas.
Nope, it's off.
Oh, no. Stop.
Okay, so, oh shit,
Can you
okay,
sing my
hold
Alvin
on.
and the Chipmunks Christmas
Okay,
album?
so that sounds a little bit better. This is not chipmunky. I don't sound like a woman. I just sound like I'm fucking... I don't like this. I
Sucking
can hear it in
helium.
my monitors, and it's making me uncomfortable.
You guys ever sucked helium before?
I have. This is what it sounds like.
Experience, isn't it?
It sounds just like that. Here, Aiden, let's try it on you. Do I sound like Michael Jackson?
You do.
Do I actually sound like Michael Jackson?
Can you give us a hee hee?
That was clean as fuck.
I mean, like, it was way too high with the effect. But hold on, one more time. Let me turn it off.
Okay.
All right, go.
Hi, my name is Michael Jackson, and I've got a lovely boy right next to me on the couch right now.
Come on.
He's
Yeah,
very
dude.
Don't
handsome.
go there. I've met the guy. I've met the dude who like accused Michael Jackson.
Really?
These accusations.
Yeah, like literally. I took a dance class
ridiculous.
from him because he taught
Wait.
at like a convention.
He accused.
The guy
You
who
took
was
a dance class from the accuser of Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
How dare you?
Oh,
took
my
a class
God,
from the
guys,
kid.
I've got the low voice on right now.
Bro.
Not on you, bro. On me, bro.
I took a class from the kid Michael Jackson diddled. Like
Oh, shit.
Did you ask him to describe his penis?
no, see here's the thing. Everyone was like
you might have to cut that.
everyone was like
no, I'm not cutting that out. Fuck
everyone
that.
was like, "Oh, this guy's so famous," and I'm like, "Why do
Why?
like I've never heard of this guy? Why do we care about him?"
Wait.
I
No,
got
it's
home and I looked him up and I go, "Oh no,
Dude, imagine like the FBI comes into like a child who's been like sexually assaulted, and it's like one of the guys who like draws professionally. He's like, I need you to describe his penis,
That's what happened.
and they do like an FBI sketch of his penis.
That's
I'm-
what
I'm writing
happened,
that down
though.
in the
That's pretty much
that's
what
going
happened.
in the book."
They
We
had
have
a
sketch
bunch-
ideas that we
They had a
collect,
bunch
so.
of pictures. The investigators of Michael Jackson's case like had a bunch of pictures of penises. Well, this is one of the things
Really?
they did. But apparently, I'm pretty sure I'm getting this right. Somebody in the comments is bound to,
It's gonna be me.
pick on me about this. But I'm pretty sure one of the things they did was they had a bunch of pictures of different dicks, and they got a bunch of the kids, and they were like, which one is Michael's?
Oh my
And
God.
they picked the correct one out of the whole bunch.
Whoops.
And then they asked some of the kids, can you describe his penis? And then they described his penis accurately, and they described his specific features. Like apparently
Listen.
there was a birthmark.
I'm not trying to make light of the situation. I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall in that fucking.
Oh my god.
Is that
conversation.
protocol? Also,
I feel like that's not.
like.
but,
Do
like,
they do that for every kid
Well,
that
I mean,
gets
like,
diddled?
but how else are you gonna
I feel like there's
prove
more
that,
ways.
though?
I'll be honest.
with Michael Jackson though?
like, I don't know.
In that case, I mean,
Take a sample, I guess. Like, I don't know. All I'm saying is I've never seen a Law and Order SVU episode where fucking Benson and Stabler are like, describe his penis.
Describe
Okay,
his penis, please.
I need one of you two to be the interviewer here. I'm gonna be the kid. I have the vocal effect turned up.
Oh,
So
Jesus.
I've
hold
got
on,
it.
we're gonna roleplay this.
No, we're both detectives.
Say, we're detectives Benson and Stabler.
Yes.
Now, they see a sketchbook in front of you.
Yeah.
What I'd like you to do is I'd like you to take that pencil and draw Michael Jackson's penis.
Yes, we need a very detailed description.
Don't
as
leave
much detail as you can.
leave
give us.
nothing out. We need
Okay.
to be sure on this, okay?
Okay.
So,
So it had a very large head
Mm-hmm.
and a narrow shaft.
Mm-hmm.
oh,
And it
yeah.
had a vein going up the side right here,
So
and another vein going up the top.
Yeah. What about the
And
balls? What about the balls? Can you
The
talk about
balls were quite small
Hmm.
compared to the penis. Not to say the penis was big, you know,
Okay.
but the balls were like exceptionally small.
So the
and they
trees were tall.
Yes.
The bushes. Bushes were
Exactly,
tiny.
exactly.
Okay.
And he was very unshaven. It looked like he hadn't shaved in years. Okay, there was like a
What
very
color?
very thick bush. It was red, surprisingly. I did not expect that, but because I thought he was like, I thought he was born black, so I didn't think him to have red hair, like red dick hair, but he did.
It must
So-
have been a side effect from all the.
Yeah.
Um,
from the benzos.
And the thing is, the tip was like really red. Like, I'm
As red
talking
as the
like
hair?
redder than the hair.
Redder than
I mean
the
like cherry red.
Cherry red.
Ooh.
Cherry.
And like the.
Would you
the-
say? Would you describe it as about to burst?
You know, I think so. Like you know, like when you take a grape and like you. This is less the color, more the looks. Like you take a grape and you squeeze it really hard,
Yes.
and then it just like pops out. Or like when you see a rat getting like strangled by a snake, and like the eyes bulge out. That's what the tip looked like.
Yes.
It
We
was
have
very
one.
weird.
We have one final question.
Okay.
Our final question: what that bussy do?
This pussy do a lot.
Okay. Thank you.
Write that down. Write that down.
They call this. They call me at school the wob, wet ass bussy.
Okay.
That's what they call. That's what they say about me. I have a bit of a. How would you say? Reputation. for having the wettest bussy in town, and it's very tight too.
Could you fit a dime in there?
Honestly, a dime would be a struggle. I've tried to fit I can maybe fit 3 lima beans up there on a good day. And that's what Michael loved about it.
No wonder Michael only goes for the primo shit.
Yeah. It's no wonder Michael loved me so much.
This might be the worst thing we've ever done. On like, we have a lot of bad moments, but I think that takes the cake.
Listen. Okay, I know he's listening.
Redacted.
The drama boy.
Oh,
Please,
no.
if you're listening,
This is what
take
you've
that
inspired.
clip. Take that clip and send it to Drew or one of us, please. That's all I'm asking.
Yes.
Just so I know
That
you heard
clip.
that.
We will never work.
People are gonna look us up.
We
be
will
like,
never have a
Oh,
job.
they talked about Michael Jackson's
Ever.
penis in vivid
Yo,
detail.
what?
This makes me think of. I gotta tell this. So you guys know Peter Jackson,
Yep.
the director of Lord of the Rings.
Oh, hold on. Let me. I'm gonna charge up a burp because we're at an hour now, so I'm gonna charge it up. You keep talking.
Okay.
So, Peter Jackson, he started out making low budget, like, Jesus
Holy
Christ.
fuck.
Shut up.
He started out making this like low budget.
Yo. You sound like you're giving
Yeah.
somebody
charging.
some
I'm
slop
charging.
down there.
No, it sounds
I'm
like
ch-
he's.
wait,
it
wait.
sounds like he's giving birth, like without moaning. Though.
I'm gonna do it like into the mic so you guys can hear what it sounds like when I charge it up. You ready?
It sounds like a pig. It sounds like a fucking
Dude,
pig.
that sounds like a blowjob.
So we now have a new worst thing. We're breaking records this this 5-minute. But okay, Peter Jackson.
Stop! I can't charge it up if you're laughing at
I
me. 'cause
gotta-
it makes
I
me
gotta
laugh.
go. I gotta-
I'm listening.
Peter Jackson. He started out before he made Lord of the Rings. He made like low budget, like garbage.
Garbage, yes.
His first ever movie, I believe, was called Bad Taste, which is about aliens that are trying to like kidnap and kill humans to serve their meat as at their intergalactic fast food chain.
Guys, I can feel it in my tummy.
This was made for like no money, and it features a scene of Peter Jackson himself because he acted in it as well. He has a part of the back of his head like peel off, and he has to put it back, and then he ties it with a belt to keep his fucking head from like spilling out. I
Guys,
love
it's
to
coming.
think
Keep
about
talking, it's okay.
I love to think about the Tolkien estate watching that movie and just sitting
This
there
is our guy.
and being like, this is who needs to bring to life Lord of the Rings. I'm so glad I finished that before.
Fuck.
Lord.
Oh my god, I can't wait to listen to
That
that.
erupted.
Fuck.
Do the roar.
like when, that for me, like when I do one of those burps, the post burp feeling is like when you have a really good orgasm. You're just like, fuck.
I think you might have gotten a little something in that
Yeah,
last one.
I did.
Like you could hear at the end some gurgling.
Okay, wait. We're gonna do one more.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
This reminds me of the monkey screeches. Oh god.
Keep talking. It's gonna
Oh
take,
my
it's gonna
God.
take a minute. Hey,
Oh.
Roan. Hey,
Oh.
hey. I'm burping over here. Chill.
Like do it like an angry New Yorker. Like, hey, I'm burping here.
I'm burping here.
I'm
man.
fucking
burping
burping. Oh, New
The
York.
fuck? I'm burping here. I'm belching. Let me belch.
I'm gonna try to get this entire one out because that one took 2 tries. It's gonna take like hopefully one try.
This isn't Trey Young.
That looks like
This is
great
Barack
value.
Obama.
Great value Oprah Winfrey.
I meant to say Oprah, but I
We're
accidentally
watching
said
the
Barack.
Hawks game that's on right now, and it's at an ad break.
Have you
Well,
tried
I almost
Wendy's
threw up.
breakfast?
It sucks.
I almost
it's
just
not
threw up,
good.
guys. I can't
Oh.
charge it anymore.
We've,
Does it look like I care? You need to make another nuclear
Okay, I'll
one.
keep going.
Imagine that's how we end this podcast with like projectile vomiting.
Micah dies via burp.
But Wendy's breakfast, I was very disappointed.
Wendy's has breakfast?
Yeah, it's not good. because I saw the ads and I'm like, I'm interested, I'm intrigued. A honey butter chicken biscuit sounds good as hell.
Delicious.
And I got it, and I was so disappointed.
He looks like he's ascended. Mike is like leaning back and he's crisscrossed.
You know that regular show episode where they keep...
Dude, that was so gross.
They're getting kind of chunky. That's how you know it's time to quit. Oh.
I got one more. Hold on. It's coming.
I don't know. I feel like you're gonna burp yourself into like a different plane of existence.
I'm dying.
Like he's gonna he's gonna hit one that's so nasty that he just like disappears. You're scaring Rune.
He's shaking right now.
Rune looks concerned.
Load him. Let him get this one out.
Rune, no. It's
Rune,
okay.
look
Get out. You're in the blast zone.
Guys, I gotta charge a little bit more to get this one out. I'm sorry.
Rune, you gotta get out of there, buddy. Oh, that's
that noise.
That was a blowjob.
That noise is.
That sounded like a blowjob.
Oh my god, dude, that noise is like so visceral. You okay?
Kill me.
Oh.
It's gonna come out the other end.
Guys, they burp too much.
It's gonna come out the other end. It's just gonna fly off the couch.
Like that, like
it's
South
like a
Park.
cartoon stink cloud.
It's gonna be like one of those, those. I don't know if they're vines or what.
Guys, I need one of you to say. I don't care what you're saying. As soon as I burp, as soon as I finish, say goodbye. I can't do this anymore. Okay.
That's fair.
Just like stop mid sentence and say goodbye
Hey,
after
guy.
I burp, please.
So I guess we're about to head out.
Thank you for listening.
Oh,
I guess I should say this on the air. I have to go away this summer for a while.
Oh no! Hold on. Hold on.
you can't
Ass,
handle
bro.
that.
But I am leaving this Sunday, guys. That's how fast time flies. So Jonas will be here.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Maybe we start doing it as like a rotation since we have like enough people now.
I won't be here for a long time.
Yeah,
so.
we can do, like, because there's other podcasts that do that as well. Where, like,
Guys, I'm fucking sweating.
If they can get, if they can get everybody, they do. But if they can't,
Get it out.
It's not coming out. It's not coming out.
Well,
push it.
If it's not going to come out, we got to think of something equally disgusting to end it off
I'm
on.
pushing my stomach right now. It doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
No.
I could masturbate on the mic, like.
I mean, you could.
Oh.
Wait, you were saying, do we want to try out the loop?
All right.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.